Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm doing another one of the Battle of the Horror sequels, this time the part 3's. And again, it's just a matter of picking which one is your favorite or which one you just think is the best out of the ones. Or some of you have actually listed them also in order from your favorite to least favorite. You can do that too, whichever works for you. I'm basically just picking my favorite out of these. So continue with the same horror franchises that we started with the 2's. So today we have A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 Dream Warriors, Friday the 13th Part 3, Child's Play 3, Phantasm 3, Leatherface, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, and then finally Halloween 3. There's a very good chance that most of you are probably already know which one I'm going to pick, but I will give a little bit of a caveat to this one that some of you may also want to follow as well. So for those of you who've been watching for a while, you know that Halloween 3 is actually one of my favorites, so naturally that is my pick for my favorite out of these. However, I'm going to acknowledge that, especially the way I view it, Halloween 3, I don't think of it as, despite the title, Halloween 3, I do actually think of it as sort of a standalone film. So if you want to look at it that way and sort of not include Halloween 3, but I am because I am using the Halloween films as part of the franchises that I'm using for this little mini-series, as I'm calling it. But if we set aside Halloween 3, for me, it probably would come down to Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors and Friday the 13th Part 3, both of which have a lot of personal meaning for me, which is why I tend to pick certain movies for different things. Now, don't get me wrong, as I mentioned before, I love all of these films. Just some of them have more of a personal meaning for me, and so in the case of Friday the 13th Part 3, for example, that was one that I saw very, very young, very early on. In fact, that was actually the first Friday the 13th film I ever saw. God, I saw it in a weird order. I think it was like 3, and then 1, and then 2, and then I think from Final Chapter onward, I saw them in order from that, I think, if I remember correctly. But Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors was another one that I just saw at a very young age. It was, now I did see the Nightmare films, I think, in order. But God, I remember just watching Nightmare on Elm Street 3 so many times. Absolutely love that film. So, it is kind of one of those where it's like, ugh. And I actually do want to give a special shout out because I'm a huge fan of actually Leatherface Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3. Sometimes I think it sort of gets a little dogpiled on, but I absolutely love it. So I'm sort of rambling on here. My pick out of all these obviously would be Halloween 3, but if you want to look at it as a standalone film and not included in these, I think I actually would go with Nightmare on Elm Street 3 Dream Warriors. Even though, again, Friday the 13th Part 3 does have so much meaning for me, I do have to give it up for Dream Warriors. So definitely let me know which one you pick and if you're going to include Halloween 3 for this one or not. And again, it could be your favorite, it could be which one you think is the best. If you want to do a list of them in order as well, perfectly fine. Always love seeing which ones you guys pick. So the next one will obviously be the 4th one in each series. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.